Hello everybody and welcome back to another airport update of the Providence TF Green Airport. Today we have a field update here at Providence. Been looking forward to getting back here since it's been a long time for Providence, so it's been a long waited update, well due here. So here it is finally. We'll be getting over here in the southwest section where we have three Southwest aircraft all in a row right here, beginning with the 737-700 on the bottom of your screen. This is in the Heart livery with the blended winglets, and this one is in from Washington, DCA. We'll be heading out to Baltimore. In the middle here, we have Freedom 1 on the 737-800, which is filling in for just a standard Heart livery 738. This one is in from Chicago Midway, and it will be heading out to Orlando. Finally, way in the back, we have the 737-700 with the split scimitars, and this one arrived in from Tampa, and it will be heading out to Baltimore. And here we have yet another Southwest 737-700 right here. This one in the Colorado 1 livery, filling in for the Triple Crown 1 livery. I do not have a model of the Triple Crown 1 livery, but it is a very nice livery. So, it is a pretty rare model by Gemini, and NG has not released this one yet. So maybe once NG releases it, I'll pick it up. But also, if it gets moved up to a 738, then maybe that's not a worthwhile purchase. But anyways, this Colorado 1 737-700 arrived in from Orlando and is heading out to Tampa. So a pair of Florida routes right here for this beautiful 737. And our next aircraft here is this 737-800 right here in the Heart livery, being a little bit blocked here by the shadow of the camera. This one arrived in from Baltimore, and it will be later heading out to Tampa. So kind of going full circle with all those routes right there, pretty much hitting on all of Southwest routes here to Providence. It is a focus city for them, so that is, this is the most Southwest aircraft that we've seen here, but this isn't realistic also that there would be 5 Southwest aircraft here at one time. I'm kind of including a whole bunch of morning flights into early afternoon flights here in this airport. So all the morning flights and then a few of them early afternoon flights are in this airport update. So that is why this one is so loaded. But I think it makes for it's not super realistic, but I think it makes for a cool update here today. So that's why we did it. And now getting a break from the Southwest action. That's actually the last of the Southwests for today. So now moving on to all of our other air traffic here, beginning with the Delta A319 right here. This one arrived in from Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson, and today it will be on the turn heading back out there. And how about a pair of United T-tails here, United RJ T-tails, beginning with on the right of your screen there, the CRJ 550. This is operated by GoJet, arrived in from Newark, of course, and it will be heading back out there. Then next to that one here, we have the E145, which is in from Washington Dulles, and it will be heading back out there. Another turnaround here. So yeah, great to get these 2 T-tails in here. Pretty much the typical stuff here that we see from United at Providence. So we also get the E175, but no mainline here for United, just these RJs. So good to get a little variety in here. Love having that E145 make some appearances every now and then in these airport updates, just because that is an aircraft I don't get to use that often, and it is also quite a rare one. So always nice to feature that one, and it gets another spot in this airport update. And here we have this American Airlines A320-200, which is currently taxiing out for the flight out to Charlotte Douglas, and also previously arrived in from there. This one is on the turnaround. All right, now we move on to the Breeze E195 there in the back. This one arrived in from Raleigh-Durham, and it is on the turnaround, another turnaround today. And this aircraft is the actual aircraft that is flying this route. 190 Bravo Zulu is the same one that Gemini Jets made right here. So that is really great. Love to feature that realistic aircraft in this airport update. So always great when that happens. And it happens here today with this Breeze E195. So that is absolutely splendid. And then next to that one here, we have this Allegiant A319, which is filling in for an A320 with the fence tip winglets. This one is in from Punta Gorda, Florida, and it will be heading back out there to Punta Gorda in the Fort Myers area. So very nice right here. Love these two models. Some great colors on these two. And so yeah, new LCCs doing what they do best here. Love Breeze with the hub, and then Allegiant, they fly in here every now and then. So good to get them in every once in a while. So yeah, now we'll move on into the American gates. And in the back there we have the American A321 in the stand-up to cancer livery. This one arrived in from Charlotte Douglas, and it will be heading back out there on the turnaround, just like the A320, although this one is a later arrival, technically. And then next to that one right there, on the bottom of your screen there, we have the American Eagle CRJ 700. This is operated by PSA. This one is in from Washington, D.C. at Reagan National, and it will be heading back out there. So another turnaround here. I've got seen plenty of turns today, but that's, I guess, not a huge surprise for all these airlines apart from Southwest Airlines. They would be doing turns here from Providence, maybe Breezes. They might have some that are not turns, but for most of these airlines, obviously they're not hubs here, like American, Delta, United, Allegiant. This is not a big surprise to see. And here we have a new spot for this JetBlue A320. I did not expect to see this parked here. This is a new development since our last time here at Providence. So JetBlue has moved to Gate 2, which makes sense, as that was that's next to American Airlines, which is they have a code share agreement with. So that makes sense for them. But I believe that means that Frontier has since left, or at least they're only seasonal. I'm not entirely sure what's up with Frontier here. I'll have to look into that. But this used to be the Frontier gate, but now JetBlue is parking here, and it wasn't just a one-off thing. All of their aircraft are now parking at Gate 2. So that is very interesting. I mean, it makes sense for JetBlue. They used to park over at like Gate 14 or Gate 12, and that was over by like Delta and Breeze where they parked, and now they're over here at Gate 2, which makes, I guess, more sense considering that they'll be next to American. But yeah, very interesting right here that is a new development at this airport, Providence. This aircraft arrived in from West Palm Beach and will be heading back out there. This is in the Mosaic tail. The actual aircraft was in the high-rise tail, but the Mosaic tail and the high-rise tail are pretty similar, so at least a solid comparison between those two, I suppose. And our final aircraft today is this Breeze A220-300. Great to see this one back here at Providence. Love to see what Breeze is doing here. This one is in from Sarasota, Florida, and it will be making the flight later out to Vero Beach. So not a turnaround for this one, so that's a nice break from all the ones that we have just gone over. But yeah, that is it for this Providence Airport update. Thank you all for checking this one out. This is definitely the biggest out of them all in terms of aircraft mount. I don't think there would be any that would even compare, so I guess that's a new record for PVD. And so yeah, splendid airport update today. Like I said, maybe a little unrealistic on the amount of aircraft here, but that is all good. Makes for a very interesting airport update. So a lot of diverse aircraft, and also I love all the colors here and the lineup of the terminal. And Breeze definitely adds a nice touch to the airport. But yeah, that'll do it for today's airport update. So thank you all for checking this one out. I will see you tomorrow. And as always, good night. Auf Wiedersehen.